For many, work at President Jammeh's farms means working for the cause of young people who mostly reap the benefits from proceeds gathered from such initiative. Some of them said they could not thank President Jammeh enough for his championing of the cause of young people through numerous packages he provides them. The student volunteers therefore believe that one way of reciprocating the gesture is to support his development initiatives. These young volunteers may not be farmers, but the intervention will go a long way to keep crops from perishing. Grts News Days Babakar Senghor.
The Gambia's Bankers Association, in partnership with the Juran Frederick Senghor Business Development Services, Saturday morning organized a tutorial meeting to discuss key issues confronting senior management staff of the local banking industry. The two-day roundtable centered on the theme Conflict Management and Decision-Making is expected to further strengthen the human resource base of the country's banking industry. Samuel Ba reports.
Milestone for the country's financial industry, bringing together senior management staff from local financial institutions. The two-day tutorial convened by the Bankers Association of the Gambia in collaboration with the Geran Frederick Consultancy Services seeks to critically assess effects of conflict management and decision-making on bank performance.
We're here today to have a two-day workshop. It's a training workshop for bankers, senior managers, mid-level managers, and low-level, and it's on conflict management and decision-making within the banking industry, or should I say Gambia's financial industry. And the reason for that being that we were contracted by the Bankers Association. GFS is we're a consulting firm, and we specialize in training and development, small business development. And we were contracted by the Bankers Association to carry out this training, this two-day training for them. It's not the first time that we've done so. This is our third time that we've been privileged to have the opportunity to train participants from the banking industry in the Gambia.
A wide divergence of opinion may exist on the nature and effects of conflict management and decision-making on corporate productivity and various ways of managing them. The effects could have far-reaching impacts on bank performances, a reason that prompted organizers of this training to adopt conflict management and decision-making as their theme.
Conflict management, as you said, people tend to look at from a different point of view. But like every other institution that's out there, we all have our conflicts. And this training basically will address how to approach people, steps in knowing yourself first of all before you're able to address a situation, how to address situations within the banking industry that have to do with be it customer service, be it staff. It's basically something that's directed at management and members of the HR.
Conflicts and decision-making processes appear to be an integral component of human existence and have manifested in diverse forms for millennia, and thus requiring effective strategies for managing them, especially in corporate institutions.
When people talk about conflict management, you begin to think of maybe two people fighting or three people exchanging words. Conflict is far beyond that. And when you talk of conflict management, it's always broader with decision making. When you are trying to manage a conflict, already you are taking a decision.
This course was identified human resource managers of the bank who feel that this is a necessity training program for the industry. And the importance of this program is reinforced by the personal presence of the MD of Islamic Bank.
Dr. Sirajo further reminded his colleagues to be accountable for making sound decisions for optimum performance of their institutions, saying only a thin line exists between conflict management and decision making.
You could be faced with a situation that situation all you need to do is a decision making situation. But if you did not realize it, you take it to be like a conflict. Meanwhile, what is needed of you is to carefully sit down and take a decision. But because you could not identify the thin line between conflict management and decision making, you begin to panic.
Participants are expected to be armed with knowledge and requisite strategies on conflict resolutions and decision-making skills required to attain optimum performances for the country's financial institutions. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Compassionate Heart for the Needy Foundation, a registered charitable organization, on Saturday had a workday exercise and cleansing exercise from the traffic lights Caraba Avenue to Buva Zone. Uminjai has the details.
Of the group Compassionate Heart for the Needy Foundation took part in the first working day exercise and later organized a cleansing exercise along the busy Kairaba Avenue stretch. The organization has been operating in the country since 2012, focusing on promotion of peace and doing what they call putting a smile on the faces of the underprivileged. This foundation believes that bodily exercise brings with it many benefits such as protecting people from heart diseases and other diseases. It is for this reason members come up with this initiative of a working day exercise. The event saw members of the foundation joined by many others, particularly youths, for a long distance walk to stretch their muscles. They are not only focusing on bodily exercise but also keeping an eye on keeping the environment clean while they were walking. Mayor Yankuba Koli expressed gratitude to the organization for their strides towards ensuring a healthy and clean nation. He further noted that his council believes in partnership and therefore people like the Compassionate Heart Foundation will always enjoy his office's support. Lamin Jawara from the Ministry of Environment, Parks and Wildlife commended the Compassionate Foundation for the good move, adding that linking health promotion and environmental sanitation is of immense importance to the citizenry. Jawara further encouraged others to join the youth group whilst describing the benefits of such exercise to the body. Alex Williams, founder Compassionate Foundation, and Rohe Kagbo both expressed gratitude to the participants. This initiative, according to the organizers, will be carried out once every 3 months to ensure that the citizenry keep fit and healthy. Uminjai, Grts.
The plight of Christians in war-weary Syria is likely going to top the agenda when the head of the Roman Catholic Church meet with Russian president in the coming days. And P5+1 has finally struck a historic deal with Iran, but Israeli Prime Minister says this is a historic mistake. We'll be back with these and other stories right after the break.
A house is a home, a building or structure that functions as a habitat for humans. It would normally have a floor, a wall, and roof, and the construction method doesn't need to be unfriendly to the environment, like sand mining from our beaches, or time-consuming and wasteful, tediously costly, or even overbearing in weight. You can put all these in the past with 3D panels. With 3D panels, you can get your construction going faster, cheaper, and more environmentally friendly. The installation process for 3D panels is easy and straightforward. The 3D panels have so many advantages over the cement block system, starting with over 50% savings on time. A few 3D panels replace hundreds of cement blocks, saving you time and in turn saving you money. You're talking about quality, comfort, design, flexibility, and virtually eliminating outside noises and water seepage. And the best news is that 3D panels are now locally manufactured here in Brikama in the Gambia. So make 3D panels a part of your next building project.
Excellency the President, Chair Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jami, the organizing committee of the Miss 22nd July Scholarship Pageant proudly presents the finals of the 5th edition of the Scholarship Pageant, taking place on Saturday, December 7, 2013 at the Penchemi Hall, Paradise Suites Hotel. The Scholarship Pageant is geared towards promoting excellence among girls in line with Vision 2020 for sustainable growth and development. The pageant is a display of academic potentials, talent, and beauty. The theme for this year is promoting positive attitudinal change for sustainable development, the role of the youth. Support the Miss 22nd July Scholarship Pageant as the scheme will benefit all and sundry.
The Ministry of Health is organizing countrywide meningitis campaign from the 28th November to 4th December 2013. Persons 1 to 29 years will be vaccinated. Go out to health centers, bantabas, schools, markets and junctions to get your dose. 1 dose is equal to 10 years protection.
Dem leen ngeen pikiir du seytaan du jine jàngoro la suñu biir soo ko yëgee sa yaram bul toog di xaar ak diir te nga fagaroo ngeen faju